Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is Wednesday, July 28, 2021. Before we get going, happy birthday to Andrew in the chat. He says he's turning 41 today. 41 years old. Happy birthday to Andrew. He said 10 years ago he was in Afghanistan. It's hard to imagine what it'll look like in 10 more years. So, the video I did yesterday on Slipknot's Joey Jordison, it got more negative feedback than most of my videos. Lots of comments. There's like 3 variations of comments that are repeated multiple times by multiple people. Get back on your meds. This is so stupid. You conspiracy theorists don't respect the dead. And whenever I do a celebrity death video that seems to get more traffic, there seems to be more of those exact same type of comments. And what I can't figure out as a video creator is, are these bot accounts like just leaving comments like this? Or is this the brain dead robotic masses who are well programmed and do all regurgitate the same similar type of lines? I mean, that's like America. For questioning 9/11, people told me I was schizophrenic, needed to be on meds, should leave the country. I mean, it was like almost always one of those 3 are like, or I don't do conspiracy theories. You know, maybe the 4th option was that. But that was almost everybody in society after 9/11 for questioning what was a very questionable thing. I mean, the fact that society couldn't ask any questions about 9/11 without getting all defensive and angry and one of these program responses, it was just so revealing to me as an 18-year-old. That's how old I was when 9/11 happened. I was 2 weeks, well, let me think. My birthday is July 21st. I guess I was, month and a half into being 18 years old. And, I just realized, I just said, man, everybody's got this huge, response, negative response, if you question 9/11. Wow. And I was in Arizona at the time going to school, and whoever came up with the Osama bin Laden face with the bullseye was an overnight billionaire, because it seemed like everybody in Arizona was driving their vehicle with that sticker on the back of their car. All of a sudden, I was just like, oh my God. I was like, people just believe this, the man in the cave. You want to kill the man in the cave. You want to put it on the back of your truck with your yellow ribbon to send over the 18-year-olds for the totally obvious lie. It's like, okay. It was already weird that Bush was the president, this smug guy who's the son of the last Republican president, and now we're back to pretty much the same war we were in when his dad was president. I mean, come on. This isn't so obvious. The ritual, the mockery, a national emergency on 911. So, again, I've always been asking the same questions, and all along the way, I noticed there's something to numbers. There's something to numbers in the way we're mocked. So, for me to make a video yesterday, like about the death of Joey Jordison and Slipknot, and to get so many negative responses, it's just like, are these people really this stupid? I'm talking about a guy who's a founding member of a band that made a song about Gematria, the killing name. Not the only band to make a song about this topic. A Hollywood movie, Murder by Numbers, with letters changed to numbers in the poster. The E to the 3, the B to the 8. Murder, death, killing, R.I.P., all 38 in Gematria. Gematria and killing both equal 38. The first member of Slipknot died at age 38. Joey Jordison just died on a 38 date numerology at age 46, whereas Paul Gray died at age 38, 46 days after his birthday. And again, we've been educating about how in Gematria those numbers are connected to death and killing, and how often they show up in celebrity sacrifice or celebrity reported death. Sometimes stuff's organic, but there doesn't seem to feel anything organic about the death of Paul Gray or Joey Jordison. And not only is it that consistent pattern, but then it's the other thing. It's the fact that Paul Gray died on the 144th day of the year, and Joey Jordison died 144 days from the Pope's birthday, and that's the number of the Jesuit order. And that's who's behind all this. It's just so obvious. So for anyone to listen to that and think that that means that I need to be on meds or I'm crazy, I want you to call into my radio show tonight. I want you to call in, and I'll tell you what, if you guys are correct in your arguments, I'll just let you talk as long as you need to make all the points you need to make. If I'm just listening, just like, oh, wow, man, he's right about that, or she's right about that, and I'm just nodding my head in agreement, I'll just let you talk for the whole show, explaining why I'm wrong and need to be on meds, and conspiracy theories are stupid, and there's nothing, there's no conspiracies in the world. Never before have 2 or more people, spoken in private about orchestrating a plan to take advantage of a greater group of people. That's never happened before, right? So anyway, I'm going to open up the phone lines because you guys never call in. I mean, I've done this many times over the years. opened it up for a debate, a challenge, and right now there's just so many people leaving so many negative comments who think this is so stupid. Hopefully you pick up on this video tonight, and what I want you to do is call into the radio show. And here, there's probably a number posted on the screen. There is. That's the normal number for the call-in show. But on Wednesday nights when we do TFR, I'm going to update it. This is the number you call tonight. So the show begins at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Standard. It's amazing how many of you guys do not know how to tell the difference in time zones. You guys are like, what time is that in this time zone? It's like, wow, you guys, there's 4 time zones. Are you guys telling me you can't count between 1 and 4? I don't know how you made it to my channel. I mean, it's the information age. You could type in, okay, if it's that time in Zach's time, what time is it where I live now? I mean, it would even answer. You could write that in baby talk and it would come up with the right answer for you. But, yeah, again, the critics. I want the critics, all these people who leave all these comments, and the same people I know that exist in the world, the brain dead, robotic program masses who seem to have zero critical thinking skills, who get mocked all day and just chalk everything up as coincidence. I want you guys to call in tonight, and trust me, I'm not going to cut you off unless you're just getting too stupid. But I'm going to let you talk because honestly, I think if I just let you guys call in and talk, I think the video, I don't even think I'll have to say much. I think you guys will expose how dumb and naive and ignorant you are. I just think that's all that will happen. I don't even think I'll have to say anything. You guys will just call in and explain my work's supposedly bullshit, but you're just going to make yourself look like a bullshitter. That's my prediction. And I think that's also why you guys never call in. Because, I mean, over the years, I've probably had at least 20 of these challenges, and man, there's been the people who've called in and tried to, they're hardly even debating. They're like, really, I agree with 70%. It's like, okay, can I get somebody who doesn't agree with 70%? Can I get someone who wants to leave comments all the time and say all of this is bullshit? Can I get that person to call in tonight? Again, 213-233-3998, 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. That's what time the show starts. It goes for 3 hours. So if you can't call right at that time, you have 3 hours afterwards. But do realize there's a call board. And that's the other thing, you guys. The people who call in every single week, don't tonight. If you've called my show more than 3 times over the years, don't call in tonight. I just want the phone lines open. And again, if I see you guys are regulars and you call in tonight, I'm just going to, I'm probably just going to hang up to make a point. Because I don't like how do you guys not understand that it's a call board? If you guys just want to call in to listen, call into the listening line. When there's just more numbers in the call board, it just makes it, a little bit harder to navigate and keep track of. And if you're not calling in to talk and be a part of the show tonight, then you don't need to call into the call board. Call into the listen-in line, which is right on the front page. And again, the number on the screen, if you're calling that number tonight and you're not calling to call the show, you're calling the wrong number. And, yeah, I just want to hear from the brain-dead masses. And realize that's what I think about you, and you're going to have to change my opinion, but I don't think you can. The reason I don't think you can is not, well, it's because I don't think there's any evidence on your side. I think you guys are just brain-dead masses, and that's why you're on the side you're on. You guys are programmed robots. You all say the exact same things and think you're so proud. Or, you think you're so smart is what you think. You think you're so smart for dismissing the obvious and just buying into the mainstream narrative that the TV preaches to you each day. Well, I don't go by the TV. I go by my professor at college who has to be in compliance with the TV or they'll lose their job, right? That's what a lot of younger people don't realize about the world. People are getting paid. The money thing compromises people when it comes to the truth and doing what's right. Look at how many people go to work and do the wrong thing to maintain their salary, their position, their status. Again, that's why the world's as messed up as it is. Everyone's thinking if they don't just look out for number one, that's a mistake. And that's all everybody's doing is just worrying about themselves and what's best for them and not thinking about the consequences for greater society. And that's why we are where we are. But, yeah, and for all the people, it's just such a common comment. You're being so disrespectful of the dead. It's just so annoying. It's like, can you please shut the fuck up? Why are you even following these celebrity lives? You don't know these people. What I'm pointing out is they want us to know about these people, and when they die, they want you to know that. Like you know these fucking people, like they're your relatives. And then you fucking idiots come here. You're like, it's so disrespectful. Man, shut the fuck up. If these people are being murdered, I'll tell you who's on the disrespectful side. It's you fucking idiot. Because you're just turning a blind eye to something that looks very evil and sinister and that's been made. There's just so many warnings about it. And I'm saying it's the Jesuits who are responsible, who are known killers in the history books. So again, that's why I think the brain dead masses, I don't think you guys have any legs to stand on. You don't know shit about shit. You're fucking ignorant as hell. You have a dumb perspective on everything because you have zero critical thinking skills. And again, I think that's why you guys never call in. You guys are also fucking pussies. All you can do is leave a comment behind an anonymous account. You're too afraid somebody's going to hear your little shrilly pussy-ass voice. Call in tonight and prove me wrong. I expect crickets, like always. But then you'll be so busy in the comments, so busy trolling all day on the Patreon page. Just a bunch of fucking losers, man. Bunch of fucking losers. Just like when I went down to... You guys know what they did to me when I went down to Seattle? If you missed my last time down to Seattle, there was a paid-for agent waiting for me on the corner when I got there. Because, again, I'm kept tabs on at all time, and everybody knows that who's followed me for the last 6, 7 years when I've had nothing but troll harassment 24/7, 365. There's no one else in the truth community that deals with anything like it. I mean, if you've been on any of my platforms in those times, just non-stop trolling, 24 hours a day. I mean, this is a dedicated network to stop this information. And I'm starting to wonder, and also, if those are the only kind of comments really left over the years with this same robotic shit. I know people are like that, but it's like, is anybody really sitting down and watching my video and then coming back with that brain-dead response? I mean, maybe. Maybe. But again, in Seattle, the fucking agent was down there, and he said, if you speak out on the megaphone, I'm going to be drowning you out with music all day. And he had a laptop and a huge ass speaker and a fold out desk and chair, and he sat there all fucking day, all 8 hours that I was there, and blasted music and fucked up the whole live stream, you know? But you know what he did? You know what this fucker did, man? Shout out to Nate who pointed it out. The first song this guy played was Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl, right? I Kissed a Girl is 201 and 84 in the same ciphers as the Jesuit order. And what was I exposing that day? Event 201. And how did they ruin the live stream? By blasting, to start the day, Katy Perry, I Kissed Her. And I remember when he did that, I was just like, what the fuck, man? And this song, I mean, come on, man. What man would blast this fucking song? I mean, that's what I was just like. And then the next song he played was a Hakuna Matata from Disney's The Lion King. I haven't even looked it up, man, but yeah, and again, that's part of the reason I'm just like, it's just like, I know there's so much more dedicated opposition to me than there is people who support, and it's just fucking frustrating. It's like, where the fuck is everybody to support the book, pledge $1 a month? It's just like, fuck, man. There's not enough real support in this world, and there's just way too much shit working against me every fucking day. And I've sat here and just plowed through it for 8 fucking years, car through the house and a million other things. But I'm just like, sweet lady I'm starting to hear her more and more. She's like, she's just like, this isn't going to end well. There's not enough people in the world who care. She's like, look how when you went to Seattle, the first person that was there was a person to fuck with you. And that's true. It took a while for anybody else to show up. Shout out to everyone who did. It's not like I'm mad at you guys for not being there right away and for all the people who couldn't be there who wanted to be. But again, it's just the reality of the situation. There's a paid-for fucking agent waiting for me on that corner who came with equipment to ruin the show, hours before anyone even comes up to support. And that's a big fucking city. Not to mention it's the city where I spent most of my adult life, but it's also the wrong city to be in for the truth, because you want to talk about brain-dead program fucking losers. You talk about Seattle, Washington, period. Shout out to all the people in the South End who aren't that way, but the most of that city, I mean, you're talking about the worst of the worst. So, and by the way, for all the people who say, like, are some celebrity deaths, how can you tell if it's organic or manipulated? The ZZ Top death today, I mean, I don't know enough about ZZ Top. There could be something there. But maybe his death is organic. Maybe it is. We know what's up with 72. Maybe Rambo can shed some light on this. He's dead on a Wednesday named after Mercury. We know Mercury's 40. His musician named Dusty Hill, which is not his birth name, is 40 as well. Mercury's also 103, and ZZ Top's 103, and he's dead on a Wednesday. I'm sure Rambo, if there's an answer to that Mercury, ZZ Top, his birthday, their musical career. I'm sure Rambo would get it. Bobby Simpson probably would too. I got to brush up on my my astrology for sure. But yeah, that's just the one thing that's interesting. And something like that could be organic. But the Slipknot thing, I mean, 3846, both musicians, the band that did Gematria, the killing name. I mean, if you really watched my presentation and thought about what I was saying and you think there's something wrong with me, seriously, take a fucking look in the mirror, because I'll tell you what, the problem is 100% with you. If you watched my video and listened to what I said and just your response is, you're a fucking loser, disrespectful asshole. If that's your response, no, fuck you, man. You're a fucking loser and you're a disrespectful asshole. You know, I don't get paid to make that video. I haven't got paid to do this shit for the last 8 years. Thank you to everyone who started donating, but realize I worked here. I worked every single fucking day for 5 years straight and didn't raise a single penny. And all I did was pumped out knowledge and woke people up to these sick agendas with the purpose of trying to wake people up before 2020. I've been saying the whole fucking time, if we're not awake by 2020, we're probably fucked. Take a look at us, man. That's the thing, the brain dead program masses, they don't see how fucked we are right now. How we're just giving up rights and liberties, no sovereignty over our body. I mean, this is serious fucking shit. Most people are just marching right along. Same fucking losers that would leave such a stupid comment. So I want to hear from these fucking idiots tonight what your point is. Why am I wrong? Why are you right? And again, don't worry about me cutting you off and I'm going to let you talk. Because I don't even think I'm going to have to say anything. I think you're just going to expose how dumb you are. You're either just going to be able to call names, or you're just going to make points that are so fucking retarded, I won't even have to respond. I'll just say, thank you for calling in and making my point. Good night. Let's go to the next sheep. You know? It's one of the best way to win arguments, just let morons talk. And, yeah, I'd like anybody to watch any of these recent videos I've been putting up and just tell me, where am I wrong? Watch any of them and tell me where I'm wrong. It doesn't even have to just be the Slipknot video if you want to call us a critic. Just tell me where I'm wrong in any of these videos. Phil Valentine, a guy we never heard of, front page news, changing his position on the COVID vaccine. His name's 204 on the 204th day of the year. This is the same shit they do every day. You know, a date we have circled for flooding. You know, we only circle 2 dates a month. Every single time it fucking hits. Every single time. The most severe weather. You know, severe flooding, parts of the Southwest on the 52 date. Same shit every month. Weather warfare admitted to in 1952. Why? Flood, hurricane, earth. They're all 52. The Babylonian god of flooding, Enlil, 52. That's why they do the pattern every month. That's why we can document it and explain it logically. I mean, where does a fucking idiot stand? Well, I just think it's a coincidence that in 1952 it was admitted to, and then I think it's a coincidence that every fucking month you're right about the 52 prediction, and I mean, what is your fucking argument? That you're dumb and ignorant and you don't want to see the truth? Because I mean, that should be your argument. You should argue about, you know, I'm wrong because you're in denial. I mean, seriously, the UK had to confirm 5.6 million positive tests. And what the fuck does that mean? How many people tested positive that were healthy as everything? It's the kind of pandemic we got going on. You got to get tested. You know? Now I'm hearing them use the phrase, COVID pneumonia. It's like, fuck you, man. That's what I've been saying the whole time. COVID is fucking pneumonia. It's the same fucking thing. Pneumonia attacks your lungs. It's like the flu. It's like devastating flu that attacks your lungs. COVID pneumonia. Passed from COVID pneumonia. It's like, fucking A, man. God, they can only get away with this because people are so fucking stupid. And again, that's who better be calling in tonight. You really fucking stupid idiots. They're allowing this shit to happen because you're so fucking incompetent and pathetic and weak. Call in. Call in. Let's see who's wrong. Bunch of pussies. They won't. Mark my words. Anyway, we'll be on tonight. Until next time, Truth Seeker.